Okay, so let's try to go to Minimus. So we're going to get the flyby Minimus and this. What's this? Test a small hard point. Should be fairly easy. Some suborbital flight, so I have to do it while I'm taking off. So if I'm going to launch, I want to do it in daytime, so let's cycle the time. There we go. So we don't need this thing. We do, however, need what? So we're going to have orbit, low orbit, and landed. So we need 3. Let's start off with the big one. And lastly, the thermometer. I'm also going to try to stick a battery in here. Just so I can operate in the dark. It's quite a bit bigger than I was expecting there. Well, it fits, so let's close up. So that's my payload. I'm only going to need a couple of drogue chutes, so I don't need all of those. Cuts down my weight a little bit. I've still got the 4 satellite dishes. But I'm thinking I need to make this a little bit more efficient. So what can I do to do that? Let's just rebuild the bottom part of the rocket. Call this Minimus Explorer. That's an original name. Land on Minimus. There we go. What we could do is expand to 4 of these to start with. No, I don't think so actually. Let's go 2 again. But this time I will add 4 of the boosters. So I'm going to need radial decouplers. Put this a bit lower. Right, then I'm wanting some fins on these, I'm thinking. I engage these engines before I detach the side engines. At least give me the option. And it means I can do a bit of a burn to get up to speed quickly if I need to. And lastly, let's put some struts on. Okay. Mass limit. Ugh. See if I can upgrade that. I can. Cost me $250,000. Money's not too much of a problem here. I've got no aerodynamics. I forgot to put the nose cones on. Oh well, I'll send her up anyway. Let's use the middle engines to get up to speed quickly. Then I'll cut back on them. Okay, so now I've cut back the liquid engines. I'm just going to coast along on these boosters. Why is it doing that? Why are you doing that? Ah! Why are you doing this? Oh, look at that. You know what that is? That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, we're going to abort. Okay. All that rubbish being fired off downrange. Alright, well our pilot survived, but what went wrong there? So I can sort the aerodynamics out now, at least. Then I can, I'm thinking, put some structure to the top section. Try to... Oops, wrong place there, but it'll do. More struts. You can always have more struts. So, struts used to cause lots of problems about efficiency of the program. Used to slow it down a lot, but and then this went yellow, then eventually red. This time arrow. Now, however, that's not a problem. They seem to have sorted that out. Right, throttling back. Just going to coast up again. Hopefully this time it won't wobble all over the place and explode. But it's wanting to anyway. Okay, that's a bit unusual. Must be a big weight imbalance somewhere. It's better than last time. think I'm past the worst of it. Okay. So the liquid engines are on, and I'm very much wanting to rotate already. Gonna go all the way down to the 30. Right, I'm going down to the 0 now. Ooh, look how wobbly it is. Why are you so wobbly? You were wobbly last time. Let's go up to the top. And then to the horizon again. So I'm about to have the separation. Nice and clean, good. Let's walk forward. It's still wobbling a little, isn't it? It's wobbling. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't you be doing that. Especially not now I'm falling. Don't know what's causing that. Seems to bug out on the time acceleration. I'll stick it to ×2. Right, so it's coming up now. Has the engine run out? Alright, oh, that's just the launch stage. Okay. I was worried there. So it's coming up now. Still at 100,000 meters. I don't know why, but it's just not wanted to be controlled today. There's Minimus, and it's going to take a little bit more doing, so I have to set the plane to be the same. It's quite a long way off to start with. Yeah, it's been such a long time since I did all this by hand. It's so much easier with MechJeb, just to press a button and it all happens. Though with MechJeb you do kind of have to walk away and make a cup of tea. It does take a very long time sometimes. Well, technically this takes just as long, but at least I'm doing something with this now. Okay, so the plane should be coming up. Oops, should be roughly the same plane. Let's make that flat and then check. Right, so that's flat. Let's zoom in, and our orbit is also flat, so it's perfect. Now Minimus is very small, and we have to do this by hand, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Closest point. There we go, we got a fairly good intercept there. $100,000 meters, perfect. Line up for the burn. Just cheating, using the time accelerator to stop the rotation of the ship. There we go. So this here is obviously getting a strange orbit from it, so I'm going to tighten it up when I get closer, but it's a nice first attempt. And when I get to about here on the course, I'll zoom in on Minimus and line up my perfect orbit. That's close enough. I'll just use prograde. So it's still got lots of fuel left, and with luck this burn will complete from these tanks here before I detach this section. You know, I might have to make orbit using the lander, but not much more than that. It'll give me plenty of fuel to make the return trip. Nearly there. Just missed the moon. Slow down. Perfect. So let's get a bit closer. Missed the moon, thankfully. Now I'm going to create a maneuver here and focus here, so I can line up for the precision burn to get me closer. Messed it up. Need to go a little bit faster. Still quite high there. But it's taken almost nothing to get there, so it should be good. Here we go. Something's gone a bit funky there. There we go. I don't know why that disappeared for a while there. It's gone again. It's back again. It's gone again. Ooh, I think this is a bit of a beta bug that we've got going on here. Not sure where it wants to go. Wait, okay, so I'm high above. Let's go to retrograde. Actually, can I just stabilize? Can I open this up? Grab some crew reports on them here as well. EVA report. Go back on board. Then a full set of science. Got 3 of everything, so I don't need to send anything back other than my crew reports. And my EVA reports. Did that go? Ooh, I don't know. Let's try that again. So it's sending it twice now. Great. Well, there's Minimus there. Let's get a bit closer. Right, so let's make orbit. Minimus is not quite round, so you have to be a bit careful at low altitudes. But low altitude is quite low. Oh, that's the fuel we want. Seems quite a good location anyway. So I'm actually low altitude now, still high. Ooh, that would have been a mistake. It's got separation there. Right, so I'm going to retrograde. I'm going to make this very low. I think that spot there is a nice one. See if I can lower my orbit to be flying just overhead of it. Right, I've gone too far. I've clipping land there. There's quite a lot of bumpiness on this planet. So I want 2 laps, do I? Ah, of course, Minimus is rotating. It would do, wouldn't it? So I'm not going to be flying over the place I thought I would be. I am going very, very low at the moment, so it's probably as low as I'm willing to go. Let's transmit those two. Lost it again. Oh crap, we've got a collision, we've got a collision. Brake. This is an unplanned landing because we're about to hit this hill. Deploy the landing gear. Go up a little bit. See if I land right on top of it. Just going to just be on the dark side. Problem with that, of course, it means that I can't see what I'm landing on. That seems like a good spot beneath me right now. got it, we got it. Touchdown, touchdown. Yes, there we go. So we've got no solar panels, switch the power off quickly. And we're going to have to touch and go quite fast. We're in the Midlands apparently. Let's get all this. Everything's just sliding around. There's so little gravity here. It's actually floating away. Look at it skidding. That might actually be a bug. Three explanations. Let's put a 1 in there as well. We really are that happy. But yeah, that's could be a bug. Look at it. It's just skidding very slowly. So we got all our sites. We're done here, I think. Let's close up. Power back on. Going towards 90. We'll switch the map. We're going to orbital mode. Plenty of height there. So we land on top of this mountain, which we were actually about to hit. Would have been most unfortunate. It's not going to take much to get into orbit. Gravity's so low around here. I mean, that's why I was bouncing around on the surface. The gravity is just almost non-existent. We'll go pro grade again. There we go. 6,000. 8 and 10, that should be enough. Don't want to clip the surface again. So, zoom out. I'm going to go over there. See if we can maneuver out the periapsis. See what that looks like. Odd. So at this point, one of these directions should, yeah, see this one makes it bigger. So if we go to this one, it'll make it nice and small. In fact, I'm pretty much there already, so look at this burn now. Looks like we're going to get a moon interaction though, so we have to be a bit careful. Hardly got any throttle. We're getting quite a big change here. Yeah, there's the moon. Hopefully we'll only interact with it once. And we'll go down to 400,000. There we go. And there goes Minimus. Press backspace and it rezooms onto the ship. This is going to get quite a bit faster as I get closer to the planet. Here we go. So we want retrograde now. Bring this one right down. That's a nice long burn. Use time accelerator. Yeah, so I'm pressing Alt and full stop to force the time accelerator. Despite the fact I've got my engines on, otherwise you can't do it. That's enough, I'm just clipping the atmosphere actually. Bit more than clipping, but should be alright. Here we go. So I'm going to wait till we get to the periapsis. The reason for that is I don't want the low point to get any lower, which it would if I was just burning it at a random place. So I'm actually wanting to go back up, so like there, and then I can go around next time and try to get close to the space center. Though I always fluff it, so it's not an easy thing to judge when doing by hand and you're trying to be efficient with fuel. So what achievements we got? We've got flyby Minimus. You know, there would have been other contracts, wouldn't there? Also, I've got a contract for the hard points that I've got about. Yeah, I mean, there would have been a plant flag if I checked. And I didn't even put the hard point on the ship, which would have been ridiculously easy. Anyway, got world first, flyby, scientific data, orbit, spacewalk, orbit, land, walk, plant flag, initiate first flyby of the sun. Well, that's not right, because I haven't done that. That's certainly not right. No, something's fluffed up there. Definitely. That should not happen. That is a bug, because I did not leave Kerbin's influence. Also, certainly, did not escape the gravitational influence of the sun. That's something that definitely did not happen. So, they're still not... Ooh, okay. Looks like that was actually terminal. So I've been in the atmosphere the whole way around. I'm not coming out again. Force it even further? No. Maximum speed. That's the real problem of being in the atmosphere. It'll take a little while to get around. It's actually draining my batteries a little. I mean, I could just let go. Free fall. You see my batteries are charging up again now. But it's just spinning out of control. Perhaps this is holding up fairly well. But I'm thinking the Space Center may be a bit beyond me now. Could always just do a bit of upward burn. Try to get it last a bit longer. I've got the fuel for it. So you're seeing here it's flashing yellow occasionally. That means it's have to do lots of calculation at high speed, and it's not liking it because I'm floating around like this. $44,000. Yeah, it's not going to get all the way to here. Not thinking. Might do, I suppose. Scared you pushing it. Yeah, it's looking fairly terminal now. Got what, quarter in orbit left? Let's give it a nudge up, I think. There we go. Made quite a big difference. Oh, I've got a time accelerotor on. So I've actually burning quite a long time there. So if I burn here, will it just bring that around? Yeah. So I can line up over the Space Center. $58,000 meters, taking forever. Come on. Low point's about to hit the ground. This might actually be a fairly good spot for landing there. So no longer have a periapsis. This is very terminal now. might be ready for a retrograde burn. $48,000 meters. Yeah, I think I've left it more than late enough. Looking fairly good. It's going to stop fairly quickly later on. Right, I'm getting atmospheric heating now. Switch the engines on. Oof, okay. Definitely getting a bit lively out there. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to be jettisoning now. Lander module detached. We're going to be flying straight. I think we're going to miss it actually. Okay, yeah, we're going a bit too quick. See if I can skid it a bit. So I'm getting a worse angle of attack. Just going to slow me down better. Just need to activate the drogues. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Come on, drogues. Drogues gone. Okay. There we go, slowing down now. Just off the coast. Right, so we've missed by maybe a kilometre. It's fairly good. I'm quite pleased with that. Done by hand. Ooh, where did that hit? That explosion was the lander module. Hopefully it didn't hit my base. Beautiful. Wow, 629. That's not including... Oh, wow. Okay, it's not including all of the EVAs that I sent home. So I've actually got 1,000 science now. I still get most of the money back. Well, about a third. A pilot gets up to level 2, which is nice. 1,000 sites. Feels like a lot at the moment, but it's 550 just for that one. That was over 1,000 for the Rapier engine. This Whiplash is the new one, isn't it? That's a new engine.